Welcome to the River States Conference Media Day. After the Oakland City University track and field program made its debut in 2023 following a decades-long layoff, the Mighty Oaks are looking to build a more competitive team heading into their second season of competition. The Oaks hired Jack Kegg to take over as the head coach, and the former NAIA National Coach of the Year has hit the ground running. Bayero Hamadou was the only Mighty Oak to win an event at last year's indoor meet, taking first place in the 400-meter event. But with a strong core of returning athletes from a team that finished the RSC Indoor Championship in sixth place on both the men's and women's sides, OCU is looking to improve on those places this year. We are joined today by Coach Kegg, as well as 4 Oakland City University athletes. What are you looking forward to the most as the season begins?
For me, as a freshman, I'm looking forward most to just getting to know my teammates. We also have some new coaches, and so getting to know them and what their ideas are and what they look from us. And I'm just looking forward, like I said, to continue to meet my teammates and building a really good team here.
What I'm looking most for the season as a sophomore on the team this competition, I'm looking for scoring high at competition meets, getting to know my teammates, and just PRing every meet, and just having a well-rounded, nice team, a nice flowing team as the season goes forward.
How has the preseason gone so far?
I think the preseason has gone really well. I think all of us are just trying to get to know Coach again because he's new here, and so I think we're all learning new things. We're doing new things. I think we're working out even more than what we thought, and I think it's all going really well. We just got to continue to adapt and enjoy the process.
The preseason has gone very well so far. We're getting to know Coach Kegg with the season going forward. We know I'm practicing way more than normal, doing way more extreme workouts as normal. We're just getting in shape, learning the team, and just working together as a whole.
Who are some returning players you are expecting to be leaders this season?
Well, the nice thing about what went on last year at Oakland City was that they didn't compete in the outdoor season, and so they're all freshmen there as returners for the most part, but they have some experience in the indoor, and so I'm really trying to encourage this small group. We have about 20 athletes to all be team leaders, but I have a couple great returners in Bio, who was obviously a conference champion last year at 400 meters indoors, to be one. Michael Nash has shown some good leadership coming off of football. And then on the women's side, Tamara, who's speaking today, has been a good leader. I'm looking for some leadership out of Chloe coming off the cross program as a hurdler, kind of moving into a new event group. But I think I have really 8 to 10 leaders in both genders. So it's going to be pretty much full of people leading different days, different things.
What are your expectations for the season?
The expectations for the season are just to continue to get better. Every meet, every practice, not all practices, not all meets are going to be perfect. So if we can just take something and learn from each one, continue to get better, continue to be a team, I think the season will go really well.
My expectations for the season is to keep a steady head. Don't let my fears get in the way of what I need to do. Just get out there and just complete the mission that I know I can do, and just encourage others and just keep a steady head, like I said before.
Who are some newcomers you're expecting to make an impact?
Well, we have a lot of returners, but Pierce Lashley is a true freshman here and was our number 1 in cross for the men's team, and so we expect some good things out of him in the middle distance events. So obviously he'll be one of those big newcomers. And then a couple other gentlemen didn't compete last year and redshirted. One of them is Kenley Raymond, and he's our 1 male thrower, and he throws all 4 events. And he was a very good discus thrower in high school, but threw other things. And so he's learning to develop. He's worked really hard through the fall, and I think we'll see some really big things out of him. On the women's side, we have no one who didn't compete last year.
What are the strengths of this year's team?
Some of our strengths of this year's team is working together as a whole, as a team, and being there for one another through our ups and downs.
I would say some of our strengths is just the team's diversity. We are a very small team this year. We're working on that, and we just, for track specifically, while we are small, we have a lot of people in each group, like each field event. We have hurdlers, sprinters, we have some distance, different field events, throwers. So we're very, very spread out, but in a good way.
What are a few things you need to do as a team each day to be successful this year?
Some few things we need to do every time we go out this year for this season as a whole, as a team, is to work together and encourage one another to go out there and work strongly and put in the work and get the result that they want. Because if we work as a team and encourage one another, we can all succeed at the same rate, and we don't leave anybody behind.
I would just say everyone stays supportive of each other. I think that's pretty important. And I notice with a lot of like new runners or freshmen, a lot of the times they don't get what they want at their first meet, and I just think like don't get so upset about it. You still have more meets. So I think it's important to keep your head up in those circumstances.
What is it about the River States Conference that makes it tough?
The River State Conference is a big conference that has a wide range of schools. This conference that we compete in has a lot of schools, and for our team, we're a small team, which means the other schools might go ahead and bring athletes, like a lot of athletes, that will be able to compete and they can gain points over us. But as whole as a team, we're here to compete and have fun, but all in all, we're here to do our best and hopefully to come out as one of the best.
It's a lot bigger than some other conferences. There's a lot more teams, and a lot of the schools that we go up against, their teams have a lot more people, so that's a lot more points they're able to score.
How do you see the conference shaping up this year?
Well, being a new coach, sometimes that's a challenging question. But what I do know is traditionally Point Park has been a track power in the conference, and so I would expect for them to be one of the best teams. They're one of the bigger teams generally and fill all the fields of events with good numbers of athletes. I've noticed that so far this year, early Kokomo has had a lot of good performances, and so they'll be one. And then, you know, from the distance side, Rio Grande and Indiana East both sent national teams in cross country, so I would expect that they have some pretty good distance runners. I would think they have also some strong track athletes to go with that. But part of the struggle here is that because the conference is one of the bigger conferences in the NAIA, there's opportunities for all of them. I think they've been working hard to get better and stronger, and so it's going to be kind of a grudge match through, you know, the middle of the conference. It's just going to be who has a good day on the right day.
Thank you for joining the River States Conference Media Day. Be sure to follow all the exciting action this season on riverstatesconference.com and GoMightyOaks.com.